guys, this is Kim with Graced with Girls, and today we're going to be talking about homeschool camp. I've had so many people ask me about homeschool camp and say they were super excited to hear how we're doing it. So today I'm going to share with you exactly what we're doing for homeschool camp and some of the things that we're using. Homeschool camp is just something I came up with to make summer learning a lot more fun. We don't homeschool year-round, but I like to do things over the summer to keep all the things that they learned over the school year fresh and so that they don't forget any of them. So we're doing camp in the afternoons, usually around 2 o'clock when it's the hottest outside, and it usually lasts about an hour to an hour and a half depending on the activities. So we have a little bit of fun, do a little bit of learning, and it's just a really fun way to keep your kids learning throughout the whole summer. I planned 6 weeks of camp this summer, and they're themed based on what we will be learning during that week of camp. So the different weeks are going to be spelling camp, art camp, math camp, reading camp, writing camp, and STEM camp. And the girls are all super excited about every single week, and they cannot wait to do them all. So we always start our day around our campfire. I have this super cute little cardboard campfire, and we sit around it in a circle like we're gonna tell campfire stories, and I give them a fun little snack like popsicles or s'mores or something they don't normally have. And while they're eating their snack, we do our devotional first. So the devotional we're using for the summer is called I Am 40 Reasons to Trust God. It has Bible stories, devotions, and prayers all about the names of God. We have absolutely been loving this, and I highly recommend it. So it has great pictures, and it has Bible stories in it, and it basically talks about the names of God and who God is and what He's like and how we can trust Him. And it's just been so amazing. My girls have even said they like this one better than Indescribable, which is huge because we loved Indescribable. So I definitely recommend this devotional. It's so good. So another really fun thing about camp that the girls are so excited about are camp badges. So I made camp badges as a way to just encourage them to do their very best work and to try really hard and be excited about camp. And trust me, it is working like a charm. They're so excited about earning camp badges, and they're all working so hard trying to earn every single type of badge. So all I did was on my computer, I just went in and I made these little badges, and I laminated them, punched a hole in them, and I made them each their own little ring. They can earn a badge for every single camp that we do, and they all get one of these badges at the end of the week every week. So we have our spelling camp badge, we have our art camp badge, we have our math camp badge, our reading badge, our writing camp badge, and our STEM camp badge. I think that was all of them. So we have a badge for every kind of camp, and they get one of those at the end of every week for completing camp. But I also made some badges that are camping themed that are just for doing really great work. So your work is on fire, perfection picnic, some more excellent work, all caught up. This is for some work that maybe they didn't get finished over the school year. We have a few lessons left in a couple of subjects on some of the girls. So when they finish that, they get their all caught up badge, and they're excited about that. And then we have on the right track and hiking helper. So they have all of those badges that they can try to earn. And another really fun one is we are gonna do a Camper of the Week badge. They're so excited about this one. They're all trying to earn Camper of the Week. So I told them that we're just gonna have one camper every week that gets it. So to do their very best and be nice and kind to each other and have a good attitude, that's what Camper of the Week is all about. So I have just different ones. And of course on mine, they're all girls, because if you've been watching my channel very long, you know that I have 4 girls. So they're all girls, but they can earn different ones. So they're super excited about earning those badges. And then another thing I have to help keep them motivated is camping cash. So I found this on Teachers Pay Teachers. It was just a couple of dollars, and I printed them out and laminated them. And they can earn camping cash just for doing camp every day. They can also earn it for winning the games that we play at camp, and for just doing something really well, whether it's a good attitude or helping someone or being kind or whatever it may be. They can earn camp cash. And with their camp cash, they can actually buy prizes that I've gotten from the Dollar Tree, or they can turn them in to earn candy or ice cream or snow cones, because we have an ice cream and snow cone truck that come through our neighborhood every week, and they want to get stuff from there all the time, and we only do it every once in a while. So I told them they can turn in camp cash so that they can do that also. So they're super excited about earning camp cash, and they're working really hard to earn it and to earn their camping badges. So our first week of camp is spelling camp. Now, a couple of my girls struggle a little bit with spelling, and so I wanted to make sure and go over spelling rules this summer and help them practice good spelling over the whole summer. So we wanted to start with that one. So one of the ways we're reviewing spelling rules is through these spelling rule cards that we got through The Good and the Beautiful. They came with my third graders curriculum this year, and so they just have spelling rules at the top, and we're working on a couple of rules every day and practicing them through our games and activities. So that's been a great way to review our spelling rules. So now I'm going to tell you about some of the fun games and activities that we've been using for spelling camp this week. So the first one is Scrabble Jr. This one's really cute because it has these little guys right here that you get to use as your tokens. And the reason I got Scrabble Jr. is because my 5-year-old can also play this one. So the way that Scrabble Jr. works is you have a board, and on one side is for younger kids like my 5-year-old, who will be starting kindergarten in the fall. So she's not even in kindergarten yet. But it's really fun, and my preschooler can actually play this one because it's basically just matching letters to letters. So that's really fun. But on the opposite side, it has like a Scrabble board, and the older girls can play it more like the original way. It's a little bit easier. The scoring is way easier, but it still helps them with spelling and helps them practice their spelling rules. The next thing we use for spelling camp is Madlibs. These have been super fun, and my girls have wanted to do these every single day. So I got the Madlibs letters from camp, and I got the Camp Days Madlibs. So they're both camping theme, which makes it extra fun. And you might be wondering how we're using these for spelling, which the cool thing about Madlibs is they're working on spelling and language arts. If you've ever done Madlibs, it's basically just these silly stories, and you put in, it'll tell you, ask for a noun, a pronoun, an adjective, a verb, things like that, and you just pick any word without knowing what the story's about, and you fill them all out, and then when you're done, you read the story, and it comes out so silly, and my girls love it. They just laugh and laugh. And so the way that we're doing this for spelling camp is I will call out a noun. Like I'll say, everybody tell me a noun, and the girls each have some dry erase paddles that I got from the Dollar Tree, and they will write a noun on their paddle and try to spell it correctly, and then I'll have them all flip it over and show me what their noun was, and whoever noun is spelled correctly is the one who gets to go in the blank. And so they're working on spelling while we're creating a silly camp-themed Madlib story. And at the end, the story is so fun and so silly, and it makes them work super hard because they want their words to go in the story. So that's been a really fun one, and I think we've done this pretty much every day just because they wanted to. So another activity that we're doing is fishing, because when you're camping, you have to go fishing, right? So I made this game up because I knew even my 5-year-old could play this, and I wanted to have some games that she could play also. When they catch a fish, I give them a spelling word to spell out loud, and they have to spell it. And typically what I'll do is whatever spelling rules we worked on that day, I'll try to make sure the words they get asked are from that spelling rule. Now with my preschooler, she's not spelling yet, so what we did was I would show her a letter and have her tell me what sound that letter makes. Or sometimes I would tell her a word like dog and say, what's the first sound in dog? And she would say duh. Or I'd say, what's the last sound in cat? And she would say t. So that's how we did it with her with this spelling game. The next game that we had is Wheel of Fortune. So this is really funny. I found this at the Dollar Tree for $1, and it's a little Wheel of Fortune card game. So basically what we did was inside of the game are these number tiles that are like on the Wheel of Fortune wheel. And what you do is you shuffle them up every time it's your turn, and you draw one. And whatever you draw, that's what your letters are gonna be worth. So what I did is I made up my own categories. So I made up children's books, around the house, food and drink, categories like that. And I would just have my little marker board right here, and I would put out the blanks of what the word was on here, and we would just play it like that. So it was really fun and they loved it. So the next game that we had is a game called Play on Words. The way that you play this game is you have these 8 different cards that you can pick from every turn, and you try to build a word out of them. For example, if you were able to spell the word art, you would lay that down in front of you. But then on the next player's turn, if they can draw a card and they can spell their own separate word if they want and put it in front of them, but if they can add letters to your word to make it a new word, then they get to take that word from you. Like if you were to add the S and the T to art and make it start, then you can make a whole new word and you get to take that word, and those are your cards. So that was a really fun game to play, and it's very competitive, so my girls absolutely loved it. So that's what we're doing for spelling camp, but on the last day of every week, I'm trying to come up with a really fun activity to do just to kind of close out the week and give them something to look forward to. So this week, we're actually tie-dyeing t-shirts. I bought a bunch of different colors of tie-dye. I bought some white t-shirts. We're gonna tie-dye them, and then I've got a silhouette that I'm gonna make a little thing that says Happy Campers on it, and they're gonna be so excited. They love to do things like that. So now I'm going to show you the girls actually doing some of the activities I told you about, so you can get an idea of how our week went for homeschool camp. Okay. All right, listen. A silly word. Any silly word you want.
Can it be made up?
Yeah, sure. So this activity is a water balloon toss spelling. They had to take turns spelling a word letter by letter as they tossed a water balloon back and forth. And this was super fun. They had a lot of fun with this game. So now they're playing the easy version of Scrabble Jr. so that little sister could play with them. And then they flipped it over and played the harder version with just the 3 older girls. So here they're playing the Fish for Spelling Words game, and we played it outside on the trampoline just to make it a little bit more fun. And they had a lot of fun playing this game too. So this was the end of our week, and they each got their camping cash for the day, which they were super excited about. And then I had them go get their little rings with their badges on them so that I could give them their spelling camp badge for finishing spelling camp this week. Then very last, I handed out the Camper of the Week badge, and she was super excited to be the very first Camper of the Week for our homeschool camp. So I really hope you liked seeing what we're doing for our homeschool camp. And if you liked any of these ideas and think you might use them, please just comment down below on the ones that you really liked. And I really hope that you'll like and subscribe to see more videos like these. Thanks for watching.